I then called the manager, I took pictures, code enforcement officials, and I called an emergency meeting to address the issue. I then gave directives and my expectations of them. And we had subsequent meetings. And because of this initiative I took, the owner decided to sell the property. And the new owner accepted all liabilities, and we are now working with the new owner to clean up the building and bring it up to code, thereby making it suitable for the city's residents. This is what the mayor is supposed to do. This is exactly what the mayor is supposed to do. Act on behalf of the voiceless and the helpless. And that is what I will continue to do as the mayor of the city on the move, the city of North Miami. There is more work to be done. As I walk around and identify problems, what I do is I take pictures. It's very easy. This is 2015. I just get my iPhone, take pictures, send them to the manager, and copy them to Whistler. Code enforcement, Public Works. You can't say you didn't get it. But usually Whistler sends me a text back within 24 hours. Mayor, not only is it being taken care of, my guys are on it. And I have to commend Whistler for doing the wonderful work he's doing in Public Works Department. Sometimes I try to send those pictures to the building and zoning director as well. Steve, I need your phone number. I need your cell phone. So I can send you those pictures as well. See, my message to the business owners in the city of North Miami is simple. The landlords. We invite and welcome you to do business in our city. We want to work with you. However, please do it well and respect our codes so we can have a very fruitful relationship. Remember, residents, business owners, I work for you 24/7. And for this vision to continue to be possible, our Department of Community Planning and Development has to be as creative as ever. This department is very vital to our future because we have to plan wisely. We have to be proactive and creative in our thinking. In a few months, we are going to adopt a new comprehensive plan for the next 7 years. This plan will dictate what we'll be allowed to do to implement, what we will be allowed to implement in our city, especially in our downtown redevelopment action plan. For that vision to remain viable, the Department of Building and Zoning has to step up to the plate as well. And that is why last week I had a session with the head of Building and Zoning along with the city manager. And we went over certain things, and the key question that I had for Steve is that are we ready? Are we ready for all the constructions that are coming down the pipeline to create jobs in our city? And the response was, yes, Mr. Mayor, by September, November, we will be ready. We have to get ready for Sole Mia. For those of you who do not know what is Sole Mia is the new name for what we used to know as Biskin Lending. This is the new name for the multi-billion-dollar project. The largest construction project in South Florida is here in North Miami. And we have to piggyback on that so that North Miami is not left behind. Folks, let's get up, let's wake up, let's be proactive, let's change, let's embrace the change, let's shape it the way that we can, let's equip ourselves with all the tools that we need so that North Miami do not lag behind. millions and billions of dollars will be injected in our local economy. Thousands of jobs will be created. See, during the second month of my government, what I did was I led the effort to adopt the concept plan that we had for our downtown redevelopment. I subsequently issued a mandate or directive to the manager to initiate a rebranding campaign for our city, the city on the move. We are rebranding North Miami so that we can compete not only at a local level, but at a national level, at an international level, so that when tourists look on the map of Florida and they want to know where to go spend some time, they should have North Miami on top of their list. That we ought to do, that we have to do. This endeavor will create jobs. It will constitute a rebirth for North Miami. And it will bring awareness of our city. You see, we cannot stay stagnant. We cannot. We cannot stay stagnant. We cannot pretend that we're still in the 1950s or 40s. We must have a creative mind. As such, in our next meeting on June 9th, I plan to present a resolution to the council to send a message to the potential developers, investors, and venture capitalists that North Miami is open for business, positive business. And I challenge the residents, because you are my boss, my bosses. I work for you, remember, 24/7. And I also challenge my colleagues on the dais to embrace this vision of mine so that finally we may move North Miami forward. I want to see cranes in the airspace of the city of North Miami, the city on the move. I want to see cement trucks. I want to see walls and columns being erected in our city so we can bring it to new heights. I want to see 10, 15, 25, 30-story buildings. Other cities do it. So can we. We cannot let North Miami lag behind. A lot of changes are taking place in Miami-Dade County. We have the Tri-Well coming up. We have the East Side passenger rails coming up. And North Miami is centrally located. We will have a station not far from here, only a few blocks from here. But we have to position ourselves to take advantage of everything that is developing around us. Change is good. Change is good if we are well equipped to embrace and shape it in the right way. We have to be mindful of the low-income residents. And as I said before, our housing stock is an aging one, it's an old one. The roofs are caving in, the windows are not up to code, driveways, swell areas, the streets need to be repaired. We need to develop a more comprehensive budget of which we can allocate some money to do major repairs of our sidewalks and streets and help the low-income residents who so deserve it, who so need it. And in return, our city will be more beautiful and everyone will be even more proud of their neighborhoods. We need to have a Parks and Recreation department that is avant-garde. We need it because we need to keep our park clean, sophisticated, and welcome to the public, and safe. We also need to have more youth and elderly programs in our city. Therefore, our work is cut out for us. The personnel department finance, budget, purchasing, procurement. Folks, we will have to be more open and more transparent as a government, especially in those departments that I just cited. We have to be more transparent in the way that we conduct business, because people are taking notes.